And now we'll take one more spoken word. Distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yet another inspiring piece. Miss Kathryn.
I have heard of stories that have preceded ages, written on the thousands and millions of pages, stories that have traveled through times and history. I have heard of stories. Story of a peculiar creature, she is feminine in nature, and though weaker vessel she is called, but she is unbroken in the face of adversity. So let me begin with the story of this woman called Mama Emeka, popularly known as Nwanyi Akara. Although she hails from the eastern area of Nigeria, but her stories have been heard in the western borders. Some knew her for her productivity, while others knew her for poverty. So sound she was educationally, but literally she was down financially. Pains would escort her to sleep at night, and tears would rise up with her in the morning. And all this hard work was not for the money, rather to enable her save for a surgery, because her eyes could no longer see from afar due to the smoke it daily carries from akara frying. Bluntly, Mama Emeka should have given up, but each time she remembers women like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she remains inspired to be a complete woman. So even in the face of adversity, she smiles. How about the story of Mama Twin, or as Yoruba would call her, Iyabeji, mother to Kunle and Deji, whose husband died 6 days to the birth of her last daughter, Bingbe. Although Bingbe means beautiful, but believe me when I say Iyadeji's story was very ugly. Before her husband died, she was just a housewife, and in the twinkle of an eye, she was thrown into a hard life. Living for her was hell, from what to eat to what to wear. But each time she looked into the eyes of her kids, she would say to herself, a smooth sea had never made a skilled sailor. So even in the face of troubles and terror, she remains inspired. Aisha had just graduated from the university, so she took her belongings and went into the city, but little did she know that her life was about to become an object of pity. Married to this man who should be in his late 40s, but always jealous and grumpy. A womanizer he was by day, and a drunkard he was by night. And each and every single day he would always engage Aisha in a fight. All these and many more were Aisha's plight. This lady who was in her early 20s started looking 60. And all this was as a result of the constant beating, punching, crying. But even in the midst of all of this, Aisha remained unbroken. So this is to you, woman. What is your story? And what is that adversity that have stolen your glory? For so long you've stood bound in the prison of pain, held in captivity for so long. Woman, you have so upset the feet to the point that you can no longer stand on your feet, because you have been called names. Names like weak, failure, inferior. But woman, thou art unbroken. Because your body don't just carry burdens but babies. Your hand don't just mold babies but they mold dreams. Your head don't just carry wigs and attachment, they have witty ideas. Your eyes don't just carry tears, they carry visions. Woman, your lips don't just hold lipstick, they smile. You smile even in the face of adversity and negativity. Woman, you bring to the world positivity. No, you are not inferior. So woman, rise up. Bilie, Dide, get up. Put on your fighting clothing like that of Queen Amina, and wear your humanitarian spirit like that of Mother Teresa. So woman, I know you've heard the story of Mama Emeka, whose life did not end frying akara because she pursued that dream and studied medicine. You heard the story of Iyabeji, whose children graduated from the university and became role models to the society. And you heard the story of Aisha, whose husband was reprimanded and then she went ahead to pursue her dreams. I know you would also want to pursue your dream and leave your footprint on the sands of time. But you can't do that if you give up. You can't do that if you remain down there. You can't do that if you look yourself as inferior. So woman, rise up and remain unbroken even in the face of adversity.